It's the Athletics and the Milwaukee. And towing the slab in this one, Chad Patrick. How about a scouting report? On him. Shea Langoliers leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed. Patrick, a righty that throws with power. 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. That's outside. Ball 2. A sliding stop over to first, and they get the out. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. That's in there. 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Struck him out looking. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Liner snagged at first. Back here at American Family Field. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Severino. What do we need to know here? This is Bryce Terang. Suarez under it, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That one close, ruled a ball, and the count even 1-1. Foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Walker steps on the bag here tonight. An efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here's Yelich at the dish. That one pushed foul.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike. Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Milwaukee, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
Inside.
That
Ball
one
three.
missed. That one
Ball
misses.
four. Take
So
your
a
bait.
leadoff walk. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. That
Ball
one
outside.
misses. That's 5 straight.
Oi. Ball 2.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground.
Cortez over to Turang. One. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Base is empty after the double play. And now it's Christian Walker. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, William Contreras.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Rooker towards the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. So here's the Brewers DH, Andrew Vaughn.
No.
Second inning here, no score. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Next for Milwaukee,
10,
Sal Frelick.
Frelick.
And that is that. Back here at American Family Field. All set for the start of the inning. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Late swing fouled off. Out towards right center field. Chourio on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Next up for the A's, Cam Smith.
Cam Smith.
High.
Out to short. Gets it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Brandon Lockridge up next for the A's. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And that's in there for strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Check swing and he went. And the count is 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging for the K. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Carlos Cortez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And there's a ball. Walker. He takes it on his own. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hamilton. That's a strike. 0-1.
Ball inside.
Two down. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Terang, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Terang.
And that's down. A base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
The 1-0. Chourio started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. Wilson. Play made, that ends the inning. Back here in Milwaukee, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langeliers. Just missed. Langeliers in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. Late with the swing there. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Rooker stands in now and watches strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That one outside. Ball one. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back singles. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Alonso in the box now. Takes strike one.
Ball.
The Athletics looking to strike first. Top half of inning number 4. And misses inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll take a jog around the bases. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
So a man at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Ball, no.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Strike 2. That one missed. That's ripped into the outfield. This one looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe, and it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Walker swings through it for strike 1. And that one ripped into right. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. So up next, Cam Smith. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
That one just misses.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Brandon Lockridge getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Good eye in that spot.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Bottom 4 up now for Milwaukee. Christian Yelich.
Number 22, Christian Yelich.
And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
0-1 now. Geloff. The flip. There's one to Walker, and that's 2. Base is empty after the double play. Here's Rafael Devers.
The first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Foul ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Inside.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. So 2 down. Now here is Andrew Vaughn. Strike on the inside corner. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Brent Rooker digs in now. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 down. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one.
Ha!
On the ground to 3rd. Over to 1st. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the 3rd baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And a foul ball. 0-1.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around 1st, digging for 2. The relay to 2nd, tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jacob.
Next to hit, Jacob Wilson.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Rob Zastryzny.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Man at 2nd. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to short, Hamilton. That's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Cortez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That just misses, and the count's even at 2. Fair ball. his way to third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
The batter, number 6.
So digging in, David Hamilton. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So the lineup flips over. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Turang. One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, nice stop at first. From his knees, the throw. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the top of the 6th. Christian Walker now at the plate.
Walker.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit, and it gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Up next for the A's, the second baseman, Zach.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. In there for strike 1. So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Andy Ibanez. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. Now on the bump, Abner Uribe. Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Freeland takes it in for the out. 1 away. Now the batter now, Cam Smith. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one lifted to left. And there are 2 outs. Now it's going to be Brandon Lockridge. That's to third. Cortez whips it to first.
Out of there.
That is the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And Luis Severino continues. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Fouled off. He was late. Yoan. Foul ball there. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Chourio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And it falls. Rounds third, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to.
So they turn to their closer, Scott Low.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Contreras up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Should be extra bases. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. One out man at first. Bradley coming to the plate now. He's already homered in this game.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's downstairs. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. And next is the designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn. 1 for 2. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Ball. No, that's it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The A's holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside,
no,
just missed. And that one is inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And that gets down in the corner. Yelich flies around third. Now a relay to the plate. He is safe.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. A well-deserved double. Great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now at the plate, Sal Frelick. And that one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Upstairs. Payoff pitch. It's in and out of his glove. Flips it. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at American Family Field. Top of inning number 7.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
Langoliers, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Uribe, a 6'3" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Out towards right center field. Chourio in position. And there's one down. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Number 25, Brent Rooker.
Too low.
And that's through there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street.
No.
Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
2-1 now. And there's a foul ball. A's leading by a run here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and the count's full. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Pete Alonso up next for the A's. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Now pitching
The pitcher on here, Aaron Ashby.
Aaron Ashby.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Hook one.
Rooker stands at first with 1 out.
No, that's the ball.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Here's the 2-2. And that just
inside.
misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the A's, the third baseman, Eugenio.
First and second, 1 out. Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
1-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. And downstairs.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Got him looking. So up next, Jacob Wilson.
Ball, no.
2 on, 2 outs.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's foul.
That
Ball
misses. Ball 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases now loaded with 2 away.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Two outs, bases are full. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. It's gone. Grand slam. He muscles that one out of here. Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Grant Anderson comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance. The same
fires over to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Stepping in, Carlos Cortez.
The third baseman.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Hogan Harris.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying up the middle with his. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Joey Ortiz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Squirts away from Langoliers. And the runner stays where he is. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Rengifo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Makes the catch, one down. So back to the top of the order. And now here is Bryce Turang. Bunting for a hit. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Two on with one out. Next to Jackson Chourio. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Michael.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Fouled off down the right side. The Brewers with a chance to get back into it here at the bottom of the seventh.
That's foul.
Oh, 0-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Brewers.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
Number 22, Christian Yelich.
That's the ball.
2 on, 2 outs. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. Cam Smith digs in now. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. Slice down the right side. Late that time, and it's strike two.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And a base hit right there. And now two aboard.
A couple of singles back-to-back. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took the pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Jarred Koenig.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Inside, almost got him. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Freeland under it. And there's one away. Brent Rooker now at the plate.
The left fielder, number 25, Brent Rooker.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
And that drops in for a strike. Out to short, base hit into the outfield. Smith coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Pete Alonso up next for the A's. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
2 on, 1 out. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Hit headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. 2 aboard with 1 out. Eugenio Suarez will hit next. Tap foul at the plate. 0-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Into the dive, and he got it. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Brewers catcher now. William Contreras. Tyler Ferguson will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here comes the 0-1. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Devers.
Lockridge going back. And that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. 1 down. And the batter now, Andrew Vaughn. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss. stays alive. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Lockridge under it. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field. All set to start the 9th in this one. Christian Walker getting ready to hit.
Now pitching for the
Angel
Brewers,
Serpa
number
gets the ball
61.
now.
Well, they need someone to
down.
stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Out to center. And there's one down. Andy Ibanez digs in now.
Hee-haw!
On a line out towards center. Frelick gets under it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Cam Smith. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Joey Ortiz. Up now for the Brewers. And a swing and a miss. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Back to the top of the order now. Next for Milwaukee. Bryce Terang, Justin Sterner taking over on the mound.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Foul ball. And that one clips the corner. First and second, no outs here in the last half of inning number 9. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. That one just misses, and it's 3-2. Smith on the move towards foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And he makes it up to third with one away. Next for the Brewers, Christian Yelich.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
2 on, 1 out. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's back. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. William Contreras. Now. Plate. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Elvis Alvarado. He's into the game with the bases empty. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Lockridge moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Ball.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. The Athletics trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one misses, and now 3-0.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Rooker on the move, and that'll do it. The A's